Prior to the release of Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, many people were hyped over this part of the game's trailer that showcases Ryuki standing in what appears to be a building similar to Kanto's Vermilion City Gym. Fans were thinking that Ryuki might play a bigger role in the games, or that gyms were going to be introduced to the Alola region, or that we may even get to visit the Kanto region. And when the games were released, all of our hopes for this gym were crushed, because it turned out to be a simple replica of the Vermilion City Gym, with its own mock gym trainers, gym leader, and Ryuki, because apparently he wants to be a dragon type leader. You tease. This left many people who played through this part of the game rightfully disappointed, because all we really got out of this gym were a few cool Kanto references. But I'd like to brighten up the perspective that people have in this mock gym with an interesting theory that I have about the identity of this Kantonian Gym Leader that will not only serve as a real cool throwback to a certain character in the old games, but will also give us more meaning to the Kantonian Gym by unveiling what its true purpose is, and maybe even hint at what's to come in future Pokemon games. What's going on, guys? HybridHero here. If you guys do enjoy this video, be sure to hero punch that like button. If you don't, hit that dislike button. Let me know how you feel. Comment down below with your thoughts and opinions once you're done watching the video. What do you guys think about this theory? And who do you think the Kantonian Gym Leader could be, if it's anyone significant at all? Share the video with a friend, and finally, subscribe and hit the little bell icon if you want to stay up to date with all my content. After paying your hefty price of 1,000 Pokédollars to get into the Pokemon Gym, you'll notice that it's literally the Vermilion City Gym, without the annoying puzzle and with a few more added trainers. To substitute for the puzzles, we have empty trash cans with ice and drinks, and to substitute for Lieutenant Surge's Thunder Badge, we get the novelty item, the Surge Badge. So while it may not be the greatest, it's certainly a very accurate representation of the Vermilion City Gym. But how can anyone from Alola make a replica of a gym in Kanto this well? Well, if you talk to one of the trainers in the gym after beating her, she'll let you know that this gym is full of the owner's fond memories in the Kanto region. This implies that the owner is from, or at least has visited, Kanto before. And we can assume that the other trainers in this gym aren't from Kanto, because one of the other trainers state that the staff at the gym don't actually know what the trash cans are for, so they use them as ice buckets. Meaning that they aren't aware of the notorious Vermilion City Gym puzzle. They're so lucky. So now that we're aware that the Kantonian Gym Leader could have been from the Kanto, is it possible that we may have met this gym leader before? Well, unfortunately, he doesn't have a name that we can go off of, but he does use a standard 7th gen black belt sprite, so we can go off of that. The black belt sprite implies that it's a fighting type trainer from Kanto, so one of the first people to come to mind would be the leader of the fighting dojo. It's possible that the Kantonian Gym Leader is actually just the leader of the old fighting dojo. After all, it seems as if all the other fighting dojo trainers are all lined up on Victory Road, and it'd be very fitting for the fighting dojo master to open up a gym, as he used to own one before. However, a staple feature of the fighting dojo master was that he always used two Pokemon, Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. And while the Kantonian Gym Leader does use fighting type Pokemon, he only uses one, that being a Machoke, and in the post game, a Machamp. So it's likely that this isn't the fighting dojo master. Also, as mentioned earlier, this gym was designed after the gym leader's fondest memories, and judging by the looks of the gym, it seems as if those fond memories all happened in Vermilion City. As the fighting dojo master was taking care of his fighting dojo in Saffron City, he probably wouldn't have much time to visit Vermilion City. But you know who had all the time in the world to explore Vermilion City? This guy right here. I believe that the Kantonian Gym Leader is actually the man who was trying to start a construction project in Vermilion City. And there are more hints to this than you might suspect. Going back to the topic of time, this old man spent at the very least 2 full years in Vermilion City in pretty much the same spot in attempts to start a construction project. Now, from what we know, he never did actually go through with the construction project because of a lack of money, but we do know that he spent a lot of time in Vermilion City. In fact, he probably stayed glued to Vermilion City and didn't get much of a chance to go around the rest of the Kanto region. This would mean that his fondest memories of the Kanto region are from Vermilion City, as all of his memories of the Kanto region are from Vermilion City. 2 years in Vermilion City would also give him more than enough time to memorize the layout of the Vermilion Gym, and as he and his Machop were trying to stay in shape for the construction project, they probably visited the gym as often as they could. Speaking of Machop, that Machop worked tirelessly for 2 years, while this guy just kinda stood there. I'm sure after all these years of hard work, it would have evolved into a Machoke. And the Kantonian Gym Leader does have a team of a single Machoke, and later, a single Machamp. But still, 2 years of working outside would make any person or Pokemon thirsty. I'm sure that's why all the trainers are beauties. I mean, I'm sure that's why there's always ice and drinks in the trash can. Yeah, because they need to stay hydrated in that warm Kantonian sun. So they brought all those drinks to the Kantonian Gym as a reference to that. But this point may have been a stretch. However, this next point, coupled with all the previously mentioned pieces of evidence, is what solidifies this theory. At the very beginning of this theory, I mentioned how we pay a hefty price of 1,000 Pokédollars to get into this gym. Now 1,000 Pokédollars may not seem like a lot because of the sheer amount of money that we get in these games, but considering the fact that a nugget can be sold for high prices and that the price of a nugget is 5,000 Pokédollars, yeah, we're definitely paying a lot to get into this gym. And the thing is, we're paying the second lowest fee to get into this gym. The highest price is 5,000 Pokédollars for an adult male. That's the same price of a nugget. Why in the world would a gym cost this much to get into when a regular gym is free to get into? Well, if you're trying to fundraise enough money for a construction project by running a gym from your favorite city in a different region, I can definitely see why the entrance fee would be so high. So, here's the theory. Through the various different pieces of dialogue from the Kantonian Gym trainers, we can infer that the old Kantonian leader is the only trainer here from Kanto, and that he himself is from Vermilion City. Because the gym is based off of the fondest memories of the leader, and that those memories all happen to be from Vermilion City, and the fact that he has a single Machoke or Machamp on his team, all point towards the identity of the Kantonian Gym Leader being the old man who is working on the construction project in Vermilion City for over 2 years with his Machamp. And since the old man didn't have the money to start the construction project, he likely had the bright idea to make the Vermilion City Gym into a fun attraction in the Alola region, so that he could spread some Kantonian Gym love and also raise enough money to start his construction project. Well, in the Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon universes anyways. I wonder if in future main series games, we'll actually see him complete his construction project in Kanto. Could this be a hint that we'll one day see the construction project being completed? Could it be that we'll have Kanto games that take place in the future? I don't know. But if the Kantonian Gym taught us anything, it's to not expect anything, because expectations of anything will definitely lead to disappointment. But it's always good to hope for the best. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to have a wonderful day. Check out my Twitter where I'm always posting tweets about videos and whatnot. And also check out my community tab on YouTube Mobile. I'm going to be posting there, so be sure to check it out. You're awesome. Remember that. Take care of yourselves, be sure to smile, and I'll see you in the next video, alright? Later.